Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. So I thought we'd have a nice little sit down real quick. Look at my new shirt, you like it? Woo! Sexy, huh? Anyways, sorry. I love it. But I wanted to address a few things real quickly. My questions are getting a little out of hand, and so I thought I would just pop on here real quick and do a quick little thing. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in, okay? I'm going to start out with this. The last thing I wrote I'm going to start with, because if you guys are going to do your own magic, I totally support you and think that's awesome. And I would never want to discourage you from your craft and from practicing, because we're all practicing, we're all learning every day and with everything that we do, and it's a beautiful thing. And I please know I don't want to discourage you from practicing your craft, okay? But that being said, I cannot tell you how to do your magic. I have tons of videos to give you inspiration on how you want to do your spells, how you want to do your castings, whatever you want to call it. But I will never tell you what to do in a spell. I just won't do it. That's the magic that I cast is my magic. It's given to me. It's made for me. It works with my energy. Hecate like gives it to me because she knows it goes with my energy. Your energy is yours and mine is mine. And so you need to do and create and do your own magic. If you're not a witch and you don't want to cast spells, then that's what I'm here for. This is what I do. I live it. It's my life. And I do the meditation. I do all the work because it is who I am. But if you want to practice, if you're a witch too, then go for it. But please know, I'm not being a bitch when you email me and you say, how do I do this or how do I do that? Because I can't tell you. I mean, I know some witches will tell you, they'll give you a spell to do or whatever. But the thing is that that spell was made for someone else's energy. And so the chances of it working for you, I don't know. Sorry, okay? So, and I also want to remind you when you're doing your own spells to try to stay using the planetary days of the week. The moon, follow the planetary days of the week, the moon cycles, do your offerings, and make sure that when you're doing your spells that you're incorporating the elements. That's important also. These are things that I just do like naturally. I don't like go over all that stuff with you guys because I'm the witch and I understand that I'm the witch and that's what I get paid for, is knowing that stuff and just doing it. And to me, it just comes natural, and so I don't think about it like that. And so when you guys start asking me all these questions, and then I start thinking, oh gosh, well I hope that they do it on the right day. Well, I hope that they're going to do it using this element and that element and da-da-da, and oh, they better not forget to meditate first. And then I start thinking of all these things. Well, what if they don't do this and they don't do that? And then I told them to do this spell or that spell or whatever. You know what I mean? So do your research before you do your own magic. If you don't do your research before you start your craft, before you start your magic, it can go wrong. You can fuck shit up. So there'll be a price to pay because you are not doing it right. So please keep all of those things in mind, and more. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. Okay. Then I want to say, I had a couple of really good questions. Can you have sex with other people while you're waiting for your comeback spell to work? Absolutely. I don't see why not. You can do whatever you want, but just remember to keep the energy open for that person. Don't shut it down. If you want to live your life and whatever, go for it, but just keep the door open so that when he does come back, or he tries to call you, or don't post things like you're in a relationship or things like that, because that'll shut your energy off, okay? Just keep the door open. Don't let him know that you're sleeping around or whatever. It's fine to date other people or whatever. It's your body, it's your life, and yeah, you did a spell to want him back, but I don't see any reason that you would not be able to, see other people while you're waiting for him to figure out what the fuck he's doing. Okay? Next question was, can you have 2 spells going on the same person at the same time? This is a trick, okay? I'm going to say yes and no. Because I do it, but I'm really good at it. Like, I know how to start the new one when the other one's just finishing. Like, the other one will be finishing. I'll just do one. And then at the end of the time when I'm going to stop putting energy into that, I stop, and then I'll start another one right away, because I want the next one to fill the slot that needs to be filled while this one's happening. This one has to start, like, right away. Otherwise, this one might not happen in the time that I want it to. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just say it. Okay, like, when I do a breakup spell, he's not going to leave his chick unless he's already thinking about who I want him to go back to. And so I do the breakup to get him fighting, and then on the 3rd day I start the come back to me spell, and then that puts that thought, that plants that seed and puts that thought into his head, and then it makes it easier for him to leave and break up with this chick so that he could go back to the one that he loves, the one that he's thinking about, the one that he wants to be with forever or whatever. You know what I mean? And this is tricky too. Okay, so now I have a situation. I got another email saying that I did these spells for one of my clients, and then she neglected to mention to me that someone had put a hex on her relationship, and that's why they broke up in the first place. So yeah, so you kind of need to know that if someone put a spell on you and hexed your relationship, that has to be broke off. I can still break him up from this chick, but the comeback can't, I mean, he might think about it or whatever, but he's going to be really confused. And it's going to be like confusing energy. And he's not going to understand what his mind is thinking and stuff. So if someone hexed you and broke you guys up, you should always remove that first. Okay? And you do need a witch to do that. I mean, I would tell you to start with taking one of my baths that I have posted. My personal baths, I take those all the time because I'm sure people are throwing shit at me left and right, and I don't give a fuck, but I take those baths all the time to keep shit off of me. Plus I have, I'm not too crazy worried about it, but anyway, but I understand that not all of you spend your life like this, and so you don't think about it or realize it or find out about it until after the fact. If you're a witch, you could feel it because it's insulting. It's like someone's up in your face and you could feel it, and you're like, you know. Anyway, so I would have you come, let me know, and then I'll give you a special bath to do. And then at the same time, simultaneously of you doing your bath, I will be doing a spell to break it off of you and him. Because unless you can get him to take the bath with you, I have to like have his picture and all of his information and all that stuff. And then I have to put you guys both on glass and break it and then put it in a mirrored box. And I have to do all this stuff to get it off of you. It's a big spell, and it's hard. It's not something that's so easily done, but it is possible. Okay? That needs to be done first before you start your breakup and your comeback spell. If not, then you got to start all over. Okay? Now, what's next? Oh, how do you know if you've been hexed or cursed? Okay. A hex and a curse is, to me, basically is the same thing. A curse is like when you're just bad-mouthing someone. I guess if you want to look at the definitions kind of thing, I guess. It's like when you're just, like you're cussing at someone. You're always putting them down. It like takes time to build that up and da-da-da. And a hex, they say, is like deliberate, specific, you know, a spell. And a curse and a spell, I just say it's the same thing. It's just like a shrine and an altar. To me, really, a shrine is like what I do with Hecate and Belial and my deities that I work with. I set up everything. I put their statues out and all their candles. That's a shrine, but I call it an altar. It's not an altar. This is an altar because this is where I do my spells. But really, I call it an altar even if it's a shrine. It's just, you know, slang or whatever. It's incorrect, but that's what we all do. That's how we refer to it. That's how we know it. So that's the language I use. Anyways, what else? Is that it? Oh, how do you know if you've been hexed or cursed? Okay, so you have a witch do like a candle reading is the best way. You can go to somebody to have a card reading done, and they could probably tell you yes or no. But I like doing the candles for that because it's so you can be so specific about it, and the wax strippings will tell me everything like that. Like I'll know if you were, and now you're not. You know, it's like, it'll all tell you, like, or if it's already been broke off of you, or if I broke it off of you, and then I want to know if it's been broke off you, I'll do it, and then it'll tell me if it's been broke off or not. And so if I do a curse breaking for you, and I tell you it's broken, I checked. I know it's been broken. And so you can get on with your life. I like to break them off instead of doing reversals for people, because if you reverse a curse to a witch, she's going to know it and she's going to get fucking mad, and then she's going to come at you even harder. And so when people come at me, I reverse it because I'm a witch, and so I can handle my shit. You know, I'm not a badass. I'm not trying to say that I'm a badass or anything like that. Please know that I'm not, but it's just like when you're minding your business at the store and you're doing your own thing, and then some lady comes and gets up in your face and says, I don't like the way you're pushing your cart, bitch. You know, you're just going to be like, you know, get out of my face. And so basically it's the same kind of thing. Like, I'm defending myself at that point. And so if I have to defend myself, then yeah, I'm going to bring out the big guns and we'll do it, whatever. But I don't like to do that because I love witches. I love all of them. I love all magic, and I love the different kinds of magic. The only kind of magic I really don't like, even though I did learn a lot from it, well, besides Wiccans, they're awesome, but they're really hypocritical, and so I don't like them either. But I love their knowledge. But I don't like Christian witches. Because they're hypocrites. And I'm going to say this, like, if you're a witch, own that shit. You know, if you're a Christian witch, that's fine, own it. But don't try to, like, I shouldn't say all of them, because I don't know all of them. But the couple that I have been dealing with lately try to shove their beliefs down your throat. And your way is wrong and their way is right. And they're saying their, you know, their prayers and sending their deities after you and calling the angels down to attack you and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, please, I work with the angels all the time. You know, that's not going to happen. I called him in here. I called him out last night to come and clear a room for me, and when I stayed the night with my friend. Oh my gosh, you guys won't believe what happened. So, I'm at my boyfriend's house last night. He's sleeping, and I can't sleep because I stay up all night, and my hours are all fucked up. But so I close my eyes, and all I can see is this lava, like black energy, just. You feel, it looks like you're in a lava lamp. Okay, like if you are trying to go to sleep and your eyes are closed and all you see is like the lava, the black goopy stuff moving all around, that is negative energy, people. And it is wanting to attach to you to suck your energy dry. Anyways, it couldn't get on me. I was watching it like go all around me and everything. And then I was looking at my arm and I could see these little white lights, like little stars going into me, going into my skin, and just like absorbing, like my skin was absorbing the light. And I was like, okay, like, fuck, I'm not gonna get any damn sleep in this house. And I'm just like watching it move all around, doing all this stuff. And then I turned over and I looked at my boyfriend, and he was covered in it like a cocoon. It had him covered. It took me 2 freaking hours to get it off of him and to get it all out. I had to do the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. I had to like call my servitors. I had to like put an energy net over him. I was like working so hard to get that shit out of there. And by the time I was done with everything, his alarm went off for work, and I was like, seriously, I'm going home. It was bad. It was just like, oh my God. I was like, I don't know how you could sleep in here. I know that's what you guys say about me and my house, but my spirits, we have rules, you know, and they are not allowed to fuck with me in my sleep unless my guides say they can. If my guides allow them to come in and give me a dream, then it's something I need to handle, and I need to help them cross them over. And that was another thing, was that I slept for like 2 hours, and then a spirit came to me and was like, you know, you got to talk to my family. They're doing seances, and I can't cross over the rest of the way unless they leave me alone, and they won't leave me alone. And I'm like, what do you mean they're doing seances? Because I know it's family. And then he like showed me like a movie, like I could see him. They're all standing around with candles and crying and calling to him and all this stuff. And I was like, what are they doing? And then my boyfriend showed me that they were doing like a beautiful candlelight ceremony for him. And I just told him, I said, dude, your family is grieving for you. They miss you. They're having a great loss, and you're just going to have to suck it up until they're done. You know, when they're done, they'll let you go. But until then, I'm not saying shit. I'm not going to tell anyone that they can't grieve for their child or for their brother or their uncle or their dad or... No. And they were like, and he was just like, and then he just showed me him like sitting on a log or something. He was like sitting on a log, and they were all standing around with these candles, and he was just like, he's like, no. But I told him I would cross him over if he wanted to, but he would have to just come back whenever they called him again, you know. And so I told him when he crosses over that he could always come back whenever he wants. I know some people say that they can't, but I'm pretty sure they can, because I've seen them do it. So they can come back. You cross them over. They do their life review. They feel everything that they caused or whatever, and then they go through like this process thing, like some kind of processing, and then if they want to come back and check on their family, on their loved ones or whatever, they can if they want to. I don't know that they usually want to. Some do. Some are called to be guides for someone that's left, that they left behind, especially if it was an unplanned death, like a murder or a suicide or something like that. Those are unplanned deaths, and I'm pretty sure that they can come back and stick around if they want to, if they weren't meant to leave at that time. So, but anyways, that's all getting into a whole nother story, and I am going to get out of here. I have to go grocery shopping. Doesn't that sound like fun? Okay, guys, peace out. Oh, tomorrow I have so much stuff to do. You guys, like personal stuff to do tomorrow for curses. I'm trying to make sure it's okay that I put it on video. I've been kind of procrastinating on it because I want to put it on video, but I haven't got permission yet, and so I'm just like, come on, can I? So I don't want to like get halfway into it and then be told, no, you can't put this on video. Okay. But they'll just fuck all my shit up. You know, they'll turn it down, shut it down, and whatever. So anyway, so I know you guys have been seeing a lot of ghosts and things like that, and that's just because we're in the house and they're just in here, and it's all good. It's no worries. It's nothing bad. Oh, and for my little troll, my little Bible thumper troll, I'm sorry I had to block you, or I had to like delete your comment or whatever. I don't even know exactly what I did to you. If I got rid of you, I can't remember. Anyways, don't worry about me, okay? I'm good. I know who I am. I know what I am. I am happy. And if Jesus loves me and he wants me in his kingdom, then he should have been there for me when I needed him, and he wasn't. And so I know that you say you've seen people be healed and stuff like that. That's just energy. I've healed myself, and not in the name of Jesus. Like, I've made power balls for my energy. I've pulled down energy with my chakras and stuff, and I put it into myself and healed myself. And so it doesn't really have anything to do with Jesus when people get healed. It's because you have all these people around you, and they're all sharing the energy, and they're making energy, and then they put it on you, and it heals you. And it's just witchcraft. It's awesome. I know, but that's what it is. And it's beautiful, and I agree with you, it is beautiful. And I know that they're saying it in the name of Jesus, but really, I don't believe that it's Jesus. I just think that it's the energy. Well, I know it's just the energy. Oh, and you have this thing about the angel numbers are really Satan's numbers, or Satan has to have to do with Satan, and opening your chakras are evil and blah, blah, blah. Sweetheart, you really need to educate yourself. Don't worry about other people until you've educated yourself, okay? Yeah. We'll just leave it at that, okay, honey? I love that you have faith in something. And you know what? When I was a Christian, I learned a lot of good stuff. I learned about energy. I learned how to worship correctly. I learned about being controlled by fear. I learned a lot of good, hard lessons when I was a Christian, and it really helped me become who, if it wasn't for that time in my life, I wouldn't be who I am today. And so I am thankful for that. And that's all I have to say on it. So, peace out, y'all. Have a good night. I'm gonna go get me some groceries. Bye.